my loyal blade, and champion of the festival. Both your deeds will ever be praised in song. Now, the vow will be honored, and my lord brother's soul will return, so that he may be my consort. Tarnished one, aspiring lord of the old order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us. To I, Nicola, and my promised consort, Radahn.
Promised Consort Radahn is the final boss of the Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth 3 DLC, and most likely the boss to conclude the Elden Ring franchise. And as is the norm with From Software games, the DLC amps up the difficulty of Elden Ring greatly, causing many to quit the game entirely, and others to, well, persevere, I guess. Well, Promised Consort Radahn is called the hardest boss FromSoft ever made, and while I do not agree, I think Malenia is still way harder, by the way. Many seem to think the opposite. So, I decided to challenge myself and play Shadow of the Earth 3 DLC on my desktop that is way below the recommended system requirements, so that the game runs on what is basically life support at all times. Areas like Bellerat's, Ancient Ruins of Ra, and the Abyss were extremely difficult to navigate due to low FPS. And well, this is a good time to inform you of something really odd about From Software games. Sometimes, when playing on unstable FPS, the game can act unnaturally. Things like enemy attack coming out way faster than they're supposed to be, enemy AI recovers faster than you can react, input delay, and much more jank and things that aren't supposed to happen. So I had to ask, can you beat Promised Consort Radahn on UGame Plus using a potato? Here are the rules to this challenge. No summoning is allowed, neither Spirit Ashes or NPCs. No Scarlet Rot, Poison, or Bleed. I allow Frostbite because I think it's more balanced around the cooldown you have to endure before getting another proc. And no, I'm not using fire attacks to reset the duration. That beats the purpose of Frostbite in my opinion. No shields. Anyone can turtle up behind the Great Shield and poke Radahn to death using a thrusting weapon. No damaging incantations or sorceries. Stacking talisman buffs is also not allowed, as this boss is very possible to one-shot at a reasonable level using buff stacking. Finally, I'll be keeping my flask as plus 10. No reason in particular other than I can't be bothered to find the last two sacred tears. So, without any further ado, let's begin. At the start, I tried going with a heavy infused greatsword with Chilling Mist as the Azure Ward, for a combination of stable damage and frostbite buildup. As you can see, I ended up getting destroyed due to a combination of skill issue and input delay.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Fight back!
Fuck out of here, boy. Get that weak shit out of here.
Happy feet! One more combo!
Weak?
And here, you can see one of the weird effects of having unstable FPS. Sometimes, randomly, jump attacks will float away from the lock-on targets, completely missing. Even though I was walking to the side as I jumped, my character was propelled backwards for some reason. And then I died! Again, and again, and again, and again. Radahn's relentless moveset plus the weird effects unstable FPS has on his AI makes him extremely unpredictable. Pair that up with input delay that isn't even consistent so that I can simply dodge early. Sometimes it'll be just a frame or two. Sometimes my character will refuse to act even though I spam dodge like 9 times and still get hits. Factoring the damage Radahn does with each hit, especially when he goes to phase 2, and yeah, I realized that I should do something else. Meet strat number 2, the Divine Beast Stormblade. Using the Divine Beast head and Enraged Divine Beast talisman, we're able to boost the potency of storm attacks. The Ash of War Stormblade is included. The weapon I decided to use for this was Milady. I don't know if it is the best option or not, but I decided to go with it anyways. Here are the results.
Nice.
Do you see this? Now, I don't know if this is intended or not, but Radahn started attacking before his previous attack finished, meaning that I literally cannot physically dodge the follow-up in time. I would have to direct my rolls behind him in order to avoid the explosion of Blood Flame Talon effect, this to not get hit by an instant follow-up attack, right after I recover from the roll. This too. If you ever see my character simply standing there after taking a hit, know that I'm actually mashing B on my controller, but the delay is simply too long for me to dodge in time.
You playing Minecraft. I like your cut, G.
Yep, I have no idea what happened here either. It was around this time that I turned on the AMD FPS monitor, although I highly doubt the values it displays are accurate. Sometimes it feels like I'm playing on 12 FPS, and yet it still shows 30. Check out the sick part where I knocked Radahn out of the air, then proceeded to get true comboed by his second phase to death. After a shitload of many more deaths, I decided to go back to the Great Sword strat, and try to be as aggressive as possible in the hope of causing a stagger and out DPSing his second phase. You can guess how well that went. And then, I had the revelation. The power that will grant us succor. That missing piece of the puzzle, the ultimate Radahn strat. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Prayerful Strike. This thing is a monster. An underrated PvE gem. Slap that shit on the Black Steel Great Hammer and behold the results.
That's a lot of damage.
3 consecutive Ashes of War gives you a stagger. Deals massive damage and heals you so you can trade with it. The only downside is that the animation to charge the hammer and bring it down takes a tad bit too long, so you can get punished if you do not calculate when to use it. Also, it drains a lot of stamina and mana to use, but it's totally worth it if you ask me. From here on out, it was a matter of praying to RNG Jesus that the frames have mercy on our poor soul, and getting good. Don't mistake this for me being calm. No, I was raging this entire time I was playing against this boss. Things like oohs and ahs and how could this happen and what the hell is this bullshit were being spouted by me all the time. But I forgot to record my audio, so yeah, you guys are just gonna have to watch the footage instead. But then, it happened. We got good RNG on the attacks, and the frames decided to stay stable enough and not fuck me over with the rolls. I'll let the footage speak for itself. So yeah, the answer is definitely yeah. You can totally beat Promised Consort Radahn on New Game Plus using a potato. You can see my stats and the equipment used on the screen right now. So then, can we ask the question, is New Game Plus 7 Radahn possible? JK, even I have limits to my masochism. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. I usually don't make challenge runs, or challenge bosses, I guess you can call it. But I do enjoy Souls games, and if this video does well, I'll definitely do more content like this. This was Imaginary Watcher, and I'll see you around.